Hi April, my name is Lauren. I'm going to be your student nurse for the day. I'm going to be assessing your musculoskeletal and neurological systems. Is that alright?
Yes.
Okay, before I begin, I'm going to wash my hands. First, I'm going to ask you if you've had any muscle pains, any joint pains at all?
No.
Alright, I'm going to look at your general appearance. You're wearing neat clothes. I don't suspect any signs of depression. You're dressed for the weather, which is good. I'm going to look at your consciousness. So I'm going to ask you your name.
April.
Do you know where you are?
I'm at home.
And what day of the week is it?
Wednesday.
Okay, good. So you have a good state of consciousness. Now I'm going to be checking your immediate recall. So I'm going to say 6 numbers. I'm just going to have you repeat them back to me.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 6, 4, 9.
5, 4, 3, 6, 4, 9.
Good. So after immediate recall, I'm going to check your recent memory. So I'm just going to show you 3 objects, and then later on in this assessment, I'm going to have you tell me what they were.
Okay.
So I have a fingernail clipper,
Okay.
a rock,
Okay.
and a guitar pick.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to put those away.
Alright.
So after your recent memory, I'm going to check your remote memory. So what was the name of your childhood elementary school?
I went to Tabernacle Christian School in Hickory.
Okay, good. So now I'm going to check your thought process. So I'm just going to have a little scenario for you, and you would answer the question.
Okay.
So you're walking down the road, and you see a card with a stamp on it on the ground in front of a mailbox.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do?
I would pick up the envelope and check to see if my name was on it. If it wasn't, then I would put it back into the mailbox.
Good. Your thought process is good. Now your emotional status, you seem happy and content. After that, I'm going to be asking you a couple questions about your ADL, so your activities of daily living.
Okay.
Are you able to walk, stand, sit, rise, lean over, get out of bed in the morning?
Yes.
And then are you able to comb your hair, brush your teeth, feed yourself, wash, and bathe?
Yes.
Alright, good. So after your ADLs, I'm going to be inspecting one of your joints. I'm going to do your wrist. So I'm just going to palpate it. Alright, I do not see any atrophy or contractures, no bony enlargements, there's no redness, swelling, nodules, or any tenderness.
Okay.
Does it hurt at all?
No.
Alright, good. So after your inspection, I'm going to begin with the cranial nerves. So I'm going to have you sit up and turn to the side. Thank you. So first, I'm going to check your olfactory. So I'm going to have you close your eyes
Okay.
and smell something, and you're going to have to tell me what you smell.
Okay. Orange.
Good. Okay, so your olfactory is working. Now I'm going to be checking your optic. Okay, well I'm gonna skip the optic for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and go on to ocular motor, and I'll see if I remember it at the end. Okay, so I'm gonna check your ocular motor, your trochlear, and your abducens. So what I'm gonna have you do is hold up your finger bridge. Good. So I'm going to shine. I'm gonna first check for direct reaction to light. So I'll shine my light in one of your pupils and watch it constrict. And it does. Now I'm gonna do consensual reaction to light. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to look in your other eye to see if that pupil constricts. And it does. So now, after those two, I'm going to check for accommodation. So I'm going to get a pen. And I'm going to have you follow the pen all the way in to your nose. Good. So now I'm going to check your 6 cardinal fields of gaze. So I'm going to have you follow my pen with your eyes. Good. I didn't see any shakiness of your eyes. There was no nystagmus. And so back to the optic nerve, I realized what I missed. I would have you, I'd first check your visual acuity, so I'd have a Snellen chart, and you'd be 20/20 vision, so you'd be able to see from 20 feet away. And then I'd check for your visual fields, so I'd just have you cover one eye, and I'd cover this eye, and I'm gonna hold up my fingers, and you're just gonna tell me how many I hold up. Just watch this eye.
Okay. 2, 3,
And do the other eye.
4, 5.
So after the optic, the ocular motor, trochlear nerve abducens, I'm gonna test your trigeminal nerve. So I'm first gonna start with the motor. So I'm gonna have you clench your teeth in your mouth. You can close your mouth, but clench. Good. I'm gonna check the strength of your masseter muscle and your temporal, and they are good. After that, I'm gonna check the sensory portion. So I'm gonna have a soft side and I'm gonna use this as my sharp. Normally you would use a blunt pen, but I do not have one of those. So I'm gonna check your forehead, your cheek, and your submandibular, so your jawline, and just tell me if you feel it.
Yes.
And I'm gonna do sharp, I'm gonna do it on this side.
Yes.
Okay? So now I'm gonna have you close your eyes, and you're gonna tell me if it's soft or sharp.
Okay. Soft. Hard. Soft. Hard.
Good. So that was good. Now I would check your corneal reflex. I'm just gonna verbalize this because it's pretty painful to do. I'd have a cotton ball and I'd twist it up a little bit, and I'd come and I'd touch your eye, and your eyes should shut.
Okay.
So after the trigeminal, I'm gonna be doing your facial nerve. So I'm gonna have you smile, frown, show your teeth, puff out your cheeks, and raise your eyebrows.
Okay.
And that's good. So now I'm gonna have you squint your eyes really hard and open, and then I'm gonna have you squint your eyes, and then I'm gonna try to open them, but try to fight against that. Good. So your facial nerve is working. So now I'm gonna do your acoustic nerve, but I'm going to verbalize this one as well. In order to check this, I would be using the whisper, the Renee, and the Rhine test. So after that, I'm gonna be checking your glossopharyngeal and vagus nerves. So first I'm gonna have you swallow. Okay, now I'm gonna have you stick your tongue out and say, ah, ah, in your uvula rose infel midline. Then I'm going to check your gag reflex. So I'm not gonna do it on you, but I'd poke around the back of your throat and you'd gag. And then I haven't heard any hoarseness in your voice at all when you've been talking.
Okay.
So after your glossopharyngeal and vagus, I'm gonna check your spinal nerve. So what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna check, okay, so I'm checking the strength of your trapezius. So I'm just gonna have you on your shoulders. I'll do it against resistance. Good, now I'm gonna check your sternocleidomastoid. So I'm gonna have you turn your head left and right. And then do that against resistance. Good. Your spinal nerve is working. And the last one I'm gonna be checking is your hypoglossal. So I'm gonna have you stick your tongue out, and that projects without any tremors. Now I'm gonna have you put your tongue against the inside of your cheeks, like that. Good, you have good strength in your muscle. So now I'm gonna go into your motor skills and abilities, cerebellar skills. So first I'm gonna have you hold your hand out like this and point to your nose. Okay, to the other side, point to your nose. I'm gonna have you close your eyes and do it. And point to your nose. Good. And the other side, point to your nose. Good. So after that, I'm gonna have you do some different movements. So I'm gonna have you pat your legs. Okay, that's good. So now I'm gonna have you separate your hands like this, put your fingers together, and then put each finger to the thumb and back. Good. Now I'm going to do your flip hands. So I'm just gonna have you flip your hands back and forth like that. Okay, and then tap your foot on the ground. Just Good. I'm missing one there. Oh, and then I'm gonna have you. No. Okay, I'm just gonna move on. So now I'm gonna check your non-motor non-cerebellar motor. So I'm gonna have you clench my fingers. So I'm gonna check your strength in your hands. Good. So now I'm gonna have you stand up. I'm gonna do the Romberg test. So I'm just gonna have you put your feet together, hands at your side, and I'm gonna have you close your eyes for 20 seconds. And I've got you. Alright, you're good. You sit down. So after the Romberg test, I'm actually going to stand back up. I'm going to check your gait. So I'm just going to have you walk back and forth for me. And back. Now I'm going to have you do your heel to toe. So like you're getting checked if the police catches you, you just go heel to toe. Good. Now I'm going to have you